Good evening. Today I'm very happy to welcome Mrs. Misola, artist from Nigeria, talking to us live. How are you, Misola? Nice
I'm
to have you on
fine,
the
Sherif.
show.
Thank you. Thank you for
Misola,
having me.
tell me, I know the Nigerian film industry and music are very big, and Nigeria as well is very big. I visited many cities in Nigeria, many states. So tell me, how did you got interested in arts, your studies until you became professional, and from which part of Nigeria you are originally from?
Okay, thank you, Sherif. I'm really grateful for having me on the show today. My name is Misola. I'm from the Yoruba speaking part of Nigeria. I was born in Akure, so basically I'm from Ondo State, Nigeria. My journey into the film industry was not a straight one, actually. It was really, it's actually very funny because growing up as a kid, I never really thought that I could be in the arts. Like I used to be the very quiet, very introverted kid. I used to be the, if I can use the word goofy kid, because I was very, very shy. I remember there was a time one of my teachers was trying to put me on the cultural display, like a cultural group in school then, because she thought, oh, come on, Miss Ola, you're brilliant. You should be able to do this. You can recite things very well. So come be part of this group. And it was so very funny that the minute I got on stage and I faced the crowd, everything just blanked out. So at that point of my life, I never thought I could be outspoken. I never thought I could be like in people's faces like this. But over time, I realized that my gift, my talent, my creative ability, writing, singing, memorizing things just took the better part of me. And I found myself coming out of my shell basically. So it wasn't until I sort of got off secondary school. Secondary school here in Nigeria is what you probably regard to as high school. Yeah, yeah, high school. So it wasn't until I got off high school before I was able to really find myself in the creative world. And since then, it's been good. A lot of work, a lot of studies, a lot of schooling, a lot of learning to do, and to God be the glory, I'm here today. Still learning, still studying, but I'm better off where I used to be, really.
Tell me, Misola, I know that Nigerian film production is very big. I know it was very wide
Yeah.
producing films before the internet on DVD, on CD, and when the internet came, I see a lot of Nigerian channels,
Mm.
doing films, television series, music videos, what I can call like it's some kind of independent production.
Yeah.
According to you right now, uh, do you think that the quality of production have become more, have more production values than before for the independent sector in Nigeria?
Oh, yes, I think so because a lot of things has changed. Like you rightly said, we went from VHS, to DVD and then now we have internet. I think the fact that a lot of independent filmmakers are in the industry has actually really helped to groom the industry to a certain stage and to stabilize it. Yeah, production value it's better than it used to be, and with the new set of filmmakers we have now, and then the sort of funding we have in the film industry and the music industry in Nigeria now, trust me, Nigeria industry is at least now we're getting nominations in international awards. So that goes to tell you that we're not where we used to be anymore. We might not be so totally fully there yet, but with a little more time, a little more effort, a little more funds, a little more ideas, people, coming into the industry. I'm sure we're going to get that. The Nigerian industry has a lot of potentials in the sense that we have a lot of creative people here in Nigeria, brilliant creative people in any sphere you want to think of. Because right about now in Nigeria, the entertainment industry actually grosses like it's a revenue. It's a massive revenue generating avenue for the Nigerian industry. Any way you want to look at it, like some years back, I think like 2 3 years back, the entertainment sector in Nigeria, the film industry particularly, and the music industry, yeah, was like the highest employer of labor in Nigeria, and that's the truth about it. And now with Netflix coming into Nigeria, with Amazon coming into Nigeria, with all these big studios coming into Nigeria now, and then they're helping with capacity building as well. So it's not just being an independent filmmaker now. We have the interest in Nigeria film industry in what we're doing. It's really helping, and I believe with a little more time we're going to get there. In a little more time we're going to get there. We'll probably start getting nominations, side by side with other other international film studios. That's what I believe. So yes, I think the Nigerian film industry is very, very. It has a lot of prospects, and it has really grown from where it used to be before, to what it is now. And with the help of the independent filmmakers, like me and the rest of that, we talked about one of my mentors earlier on. Those are some of the people that has really helped to groom the industry to where it is today. So yes, the sky is the limit. We're getting there.
Great, Misola. I see you have shared a book on your LinkedIn profile called here. What is it called? Um, it is called Lunch Break. This is something
Lunch break, yeah.
you
That's
wrote
one of
yourself,
my earliest novels that I wrote.
and you wrote it under the name of AB Gold, right?
Oh yes, yes. That's
So
actually taken from my
this,
name. Yes.
this is a name. It's a professional name or your birth name? Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
This
hear
is.
you.
I was asking if this is his professional name or artistic name or birth name, Ebi Gold, that you
Okay.
use.
So that every goal that I used was taken from my name Rebecca. And as at that point, I was really just coming out to be myself, because I was struggling with being my introverted self and then struggling with my creative ability. So I said to myself, let me see how people are actually going to judge or rate my writing skills, because I started out as a writer before I doubled into acting and then film production. So that was the very first book I wrote after taking a short writing course in London. And it was supposed to be romance and all that. So I just put it out there to family and friends, just told them about it, just to know how they were going to probably judge or rate my writing. I didn't tell them it was written by me. And so I got very good reviews. It was well accepted. So I ended up having to tell a good number of them when they kept asking me, that's that the author is actually really nice. They love the novel, they love the story. It was very interesting. It's very interesting. So it helped to boost my morale as at that time. So I was able to come out clean and say, okay, that was actually me. That was me writing under the pseudonym of Every Gold, and everyone was like, wow, so you can actually write, so you can actually do this. I'm like, yeah, I can actually do a lot of things that I never thought or never gave attention to. So with the time I actually took to write it, as at that time, and now I'll say I've actually the reception I got helped me to actually fine tune my skills as a creative person. It actually really gave me the boost to know that I can actually really do this, and take it serious, as a full time thing. So yes, I just took it off then, just to see how people were going to rate my ability as a writer. Then that was I used that, and that was the only book I wrote with Ebbie Gold. So from there, I did a couple of scripts as well when I came back to Nigeria. And when I realized that the reception was actually very good and people were genuinely, people genuinely loved my stories. So I decided to take it up. And I came out clean. Okay, this is me. This is what I do. And since then, I've been writing with my real name and doing things with my real name. No more pseudonyms for me.
Yes, because I was asking this because later on, I've seen you did some writing in films as well, or series, like Once Upon a Time, right?
Yeah, I didn't get that.
You wrote you. I was saying you started to write as well after the novel. Other works I've seen you are credited in some stuff like Once Upon a Time, correct?
Yeah, I started to write in with my own name in as Misola in. So I dropped the pseudonym after that, after lunch break.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and Misola is a name. Does it have a meaning in Nigerian dialects?
You say what, Sherif?
Yes, I was saying, does Misola, your name right now, your artistic name, have a meaning in Nigerian dialect, or it's just a name?
Oh yes, yes. It actually does. Misola means it means when you breathe into wealth. So it's a
Yes.
very it's my original name. You know,
Yeah.
it's just me. You know, so it does have a meaning. The full name is
Yes.
quite long. You know, so when I realized
Yes.
that I can't, if I have to go with my full name all the way, the Omogbe Misinola, that's really long. You know. So I just decided to take the misola out of the misola is sort of rhythmic, you know, it's like when you do do re mi fa sol la ti do. So I took it out and I
Uh,
thought this would
uh,
actually fit better and it will make it better
uh-huh.
because every now and then when I have to tell people, especially um, people that are not from Nigeria, my name, they find it really hard. It's either they take the Rebecca or the other name that's quite short. And I just thought something that will be versatile for everyone and easy for everyone to pronounce. And Misola just came up, you know, as part of my name. So yes, it has a meaning. It means breathing into wealth. Missing or oluwa, you know, that sort of thing.
Excellent. And
Thank you.
while we are communicating, I've seen right now, are you partner in SPM Pictures? This is a production house you're working through.
Yes. Yes.
Uh, uh, so tell me a little
The
bit,
shadow plus
how did you establish it, at what kind of material you like to produce?
okay, so I established Shadow Plus Motion Pictures like running to about 8 years now, and I started it when the intention was actually to make local films like Yoruba films. Yoruba films would get. Excuse me. So I thought the quality. Hello, Sharif, are you there?
Yes, yes, I can hear you very well. Yes, yes. Hello.
Hello, Sharif.
Yes, you're back right
Hello.
now. It was
Okay,
a
you can hear me now.
yes, yes. Go ahead, please.
Okay, so I was saying I started Shadow Plus Motion Picture about that was a few years after I came back to Nigeria, and the idea behind the studio was actually to make specifically Yoruba films. Yoruba is one of the languages that we speak in Nigeria alongside Hausa and Igbo. So I'm a Yoruba girl, and I thought the quality of Yoruba films we were getting as at that time wasn't at par with the English speaking ones, and because I know that Yoruba is very authentic, very sweet. When you communicate in Yoruba, it's actually very it's beautiful. So I thought to myself that we can actually make nice films. We have nice stories. We don't have to limit our stories to local incidences or what we can make beautiful films, like they make in Hollywood and all that. I mean, in India, they make films in their local dialects. Chinese does the same thing. And I'm sure even in Egypt, they do the same as well, right? So that was the idea. That was the plan for Shadow Plus Motion Pictures as at that time. So we started off writing in Yoruba and started shooting. But it was a bit of struggle because I realized that a lot of people were more conversant speaking English and reading English as well. So it was tough get actors who could actually read the script in Yoruba. So we had to change later on to start writing the script in a bit of Yoruba, grooming them to a certain extent where they can actually understand what is being written. So we moved away from making Yoruba films with just a treatment script to making Yoruba films with a proper script, properly with proper screenplay and everything. So it was a while before we could get there, but we're able to achieve that. So the idea behind Shadow Closers at that time was to make authentic Nigerian films, local language, Yoruba, indigenous film, and so far so good. It's been good. I mean, as at the time we were starting, I was kicking up with that. It was like, is it going to work? Can it work? It was a lot of struggle. And then I said to someone one day that one day I look forward to having Yoruba films, as in real Yoruba films being aired, being shown on international platform in the studio. I mean, at the cinemas, the likes of Netflix and all that. And trust me, Sharif, it's such a joy for me to actually watch films by our own Yoruba films being shown on Netflix, as in with Yoruba language, not Nigerian film made in English language. No, as an authentic Yoruba language. That is the Anikulapo, and then we have the King Sauce Man. All on Netflix as we speak now. So anything can actually happen. That's just basically what running Shadow Plus has actually taught me. It wasn't easy at the point, and for me coming in from London and saying I'm making a film in Yoruba, I was like, who does she think she is? How much of Yoruba does she speak anyway? But I was able to.
Yes. Can you see the commentaries on the screen?
Yes, I can see a comment coming in now.
Good one, dear sister.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Naija.
Thank you.
Yes. So, Misola, I want to ask you right now, while we're communicating to schedule the live right now, you told me you've been
Yeah.
shooting some new work. What can you tell us about it?
I told you.
Yes. What I wanted to know, do you prepare something for the new year as well?
Okay. I didn't get your question, please.
Yes, I wanted to ask you what are your projects for the new year and your aspiration for the new year?
Oh, okay, okay. So we have a TV series that we're working on, and we're hoping we'll be able to get on Netflix. Like I'm a Yoruba girl, so the TV series is gonna be in Yoruba, but it's gonna be in the likes of the Empire and which other one any of these very popular TV series. It's all about power tussle. It's all about living life in Nigeria. It's all about doing things right. It's all about fame, fortune, vanity, and all that. So we have that one that we're working on. It's titled Royal Majesty. Hmm. And anything with power, anything that has to do with power, it's always very interesting. And then we have another one we're working on. It's a comedy, a TV series as well. And then we have a cinema feature that we're working on. So we have like different things that we're going to be working on at different quarters of the year. So that was how we actually had to plan ourselves. So for the first quarter, we're looking at the TV series, which is a Royal Majesty. The second quarter, we have the cinema feature, a comedy. And that one, the title is just The Last Couple. And it's just about a couple that had to attend a reality show just to win, just for the for the sake of winning a certain amount of money. And it talks about this sort of the things going on in the mind of this couple. Basically, you'll be amazed at how funny people can be when it comes to money. So that is what the last couple is all about. And then we have the corporate house girl, which is comedy as well, just talking about the shenanigans that we have in the house of the rich and wealthy. I mean, the rich and mighty, the powerful ones, and what the domestic staff actually used to do get up to. It can be very, 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 very funny. And we have a couple of other people's production too that I'll be involved in the next in the coming year. So as soon as we keep working, I'll keep briefing you about it. But for my studio, those are the things we have that we're working on.
Excellent, Misol. I'm very happy you keep him busy. I
Thank
look
you.
forward for seeing your new stuff.
Thank
As an
you.
actress, and I'm sure you're gonna come back to writing one way or the other for the screen, or another book. And I wish you all the best. Very happy for
Thank
your
you, Sherry.
and success so far. And
Thank you.
please give my regards to all my friends in Nigeria.
I will
And
do that,
Merry
Sherry.
Christmas and Happy New Year as well.
Thank you. Wish you same. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much for
Take
having
care.
me, Sharif. I really do appreciate this.
It is a
And
pleasure, and I
greetings,
look forward.
greetings from Nigeria.
Of course, of course. I look forward to have you again. Let's say
Thank
from
you.
another setting at a location or a red carpet, and so we can have
Thank you.
a live again with you from an outside location.
Thank you very much. I look forward to that. We'll keep talking. Thank you so very much. And hi, everyone watching all around the world. Thanks, and thanks for your support for Nigerian films. Trust me,
Of
Sharif,
course.
it's been amazing how receptive people have been. People have actually been all around the world of our films, of our music. It's traveling worldwide. I was watching Who Wants to Be a Millionaire the other day, and a question was asked about Nigeria film industry, Nollywood. I was so surprised I had to munch it and send across to everyone that I know. So keep supporting us. There's a lot of positive things coming out of Nigeria, people. So forget the norm, the old things about Nigerian being corrupt and all that. There's nowhere you don't have corruption all going on. But amidst that, we have a lot of goodies in Nigeria. It's a beautiful place to do business. It's a beautiful place to make films, and we have lovely people. So thanks for your support for Nigerian creative industry, everyone, and thank you too, Sheriff, because you've been one of our judges for a couple of award festivals, like you mentioned. So it's a good one to have you on board.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Ola. Have a lovely afternoon in Nigeria.
Thank you. You too. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so very much.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.